I'm making another video right now because, like, I'm bored as shit. But on the same note, I, uh, I think, I gotta tell people this, man. I did, it took me 3 years while going to high school, Mount St. Michael, which is out here in the Bronx, and I went down to Wellington High School in 2003 because I dropped out of high school. Couldn't take it anymore. And I finished it, but at the same time, I don't care if I finished it or not. Every job I can apply for right now basically doesn't necessarily need a high school diploma. So I don't know what the hell for. Only thing was the military. The military had to require a high school diploma. Funny thing though, I get into there. I went to I believe 2.5 months of basic training, and you know, there are a lot of reasons why I left the military, but the biggest one was that I wasn't willing to marry one of the air girls, their Air Force, air women, whatever the hell they call it. Air Force is a pussy branch. They don't go into the combat zone. So, most of them anyway. Only special forces, right? And I'm like, I'm sitting there in the base, and I'm like, I'm chilling, man. It's good shit. I'm not gonna die. But oh my god, thinking back on it, I don't know. I don't know why I couldn't pretty much work there. I wish I was. I don't know. The one thing that they took issue with was that I didn't follow orders obediently and shit like that. Which you join the military. That's what it's all about. They had some beautiful women down there, though. Good God, and they're all about marriage before you have sex. So not only did I go through the bullshit I had to go through to get um possibly graduate from basic training. Let me tell you about that. It's not the same as graduating school. If they want to, they'll keep you from graduating. It's really they have carte blanche. It's just you versus a bunch of people you don't know, and whether they give you graduation, whether they give you anything, you know, that's up to them. I'm lucky to be alive right now. You know what I mean? I'm sitting at home. When I was there, they took everything away from me. I couldn't just do what the hell I wanted. I had to follow every little friggin' order I was given. I couldn't just go to the store and buy something to eat. No, I had to eat at the cafeteria. I had to do it fast and make it eat fast. I really trained my body. I've been training for this all my life. Let me tell you that. My father is downstairs. He is a former airman in the United States Air Force. He was discharged from a medical, uh, kind of medical thing, and throughout my childhood, I always knew he had some mental health problem. I didn't know it was military related, and I can definitely understand right now that whatever the hell the military did to him, it was bad because they did some shit to me that I'm lucky. I'm very lucky that I'm sitting here right now eating freaking soup. Only join the military when we're not at war. That's all I can say. We are at war, as you saw in the news. Recently, just a bunch of knuckleheads in the service there, shot a bunch of innocent people, which really pissed me off because I was there. I was sitting there with these guys, and they're not bad guys. They're normal people. Why are they doing that kind of thing? I don't understand it. They're not bad people. They will kill you, though. If you start shit with them, they're gonna kill you. I shot a gun. That's pretty much the basis of it. It's just you sitting in the grass with a gun, and who's gonna give a crap when you go around killing anybody? You know what I mean? Nobody. That's the way the world works. So They don't train you for war as much as they train you for listening to orders and showcasing, especially the Air Force branch. They don't necessarily need you to be like, I gotta follow the order, you know. They're more about, it's a corporation. You work at a corporation, you're sitting on your butt. So a lot of these guys are sitting on their butts in there. But they gotta do things the right way. Or they kill their own guys, or they drop the atomic bomb at the wrong time, that kind of thing, you know. They really stress following things exactly, you know. And I could have handled that kind of thing. I don't feel like I feel confident enough to handle that kind of job. It's just that I got a lot of semen in my balls, man, and I've gone my whole life never, you know, actually enjoying sex or any of that stuff. So to be told by a bunch of people to wait and continue to wait and wait more is just outrageous. It's ridiculous. I don't care, you know, about waiting anymore. You know, I'm not gonna rape no girls, but it's getting insane. You know what I mean? I sit on the friggin' subway and I see tits and ass everywhere. Good God, you know. So you know, it's maddening. What else? I'm working on my I'm an artist because I friggin' love to do drawing stuff ever since I was 5 years old. So I drew something today. I'm trying to finish it. It's incomplete. Okay. This is this is XLR. He is Dr. Giroux's robot design that he created to hunt down and kill one of my characters in my story that I'm coming up with. Uh, you know, I'm not afraid to show you what I really draw. You know, I don't just draw friggin' robots. You know, and Goku. You know, I'm flipping through the book here. This is for Dragon Ball Evolution. I drew a sketch of Goku because I'm like, you know, trying to be all cool and stuff. I feel terrible about that film. You know, it had every friggin' possible been the greatest Dragon Ball. All you gotta do is Matrix Revolutions and then copy exactly what they did with that movie. Why they end up doing that? I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna show you what I really draw. You know, I've been drawing this since I got my dick, basically. You know, this is what I love to draw. See, look at that. She got some huge ass titties, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. It took me 3 years, 3 years, but because I was so motivated, and I mean friggin' motivated, I skied it all over the place when I was drawing it. It took me 3 years to create this epic porn. You know, it didn't even become it didn't even feel like I was drawing porn. I was making some kind of like real story, a novel or something. It took me 3 years during high school. I was in high school, but I wasn't really in high school. I was every day. I'd love to come home and masturbate and draw my shit, and that's pretty much how I live my life, man. I just I want to see some naked bitches. Um, so I got tons of that shit. I threw it away though. In 2004, I fell in love with a girl named Holly. My friend, my best friend, my friend from Florida, my cousin's best friend. She was she was this girl. She was with her. I was infatuated with it to such an extent that I decided to toss it all in the trash. I didn't need the porn anymore, right? I had a real bitch, and she was awesome, man. She was a good girl. I ain't mad at her. She's a little crazy, but you know, I ain't mad at her because of it. You know, she got a lot on her mind with a little sister she has to deal with, so she's, you know. But so, but that was a mistake, man. I could have scanned everything, you know, put it in a